everyone! Welcome back to Bethany's Vintage Fairy Tale. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I transformed my living room into a beautiful vintage inspired winter wonderland, and I can't wait for you guys to see how everything came together. Starting off, I wanted to share with you guys how the living room is looking like currently. Right now we just have all of our Christmas trees decorated in here, and if you guys are looking for Christmas tree inspiration, I have so many videos here on my channel for all different themes on how I've decorated all of these trees individually. So if you guys are looking for Christmas tree inspiration on how to decorate yours this season, I highly recommend checking out all of those videos because you'll get a lot of inspiration and step-by-step processes for how to create all of these beautiful trees. My theme this year for our living room was definitely to go with that beautiful classic Victorian style, lots of vintage accents and decor, and then also a little bit of kind of that winter wonderland aesthetic. I wanted to incorporate a lot of beautiful different textures into my designs this year, lots of that winter wonderland kind of greenery, and then also kind of mixing in a little bit of that classic girly style that I always love so much on my channel. So once I had all of my Christmas trees decorated, this is where I kind of went ahead and played with the layout of my living room. Don't be afraid to kind of move around your furniture or your art on your walls or whatever you guys have in your space to kind of get the best way to feature your Christmas decor. I do this every year with my husband. He's actually got a really good eye for helping me put all of the furniture and trees in place and kind of getting a really nice fresh look for Christmas, which I just love doing. I love changing up my decor just to give that little bit of newness in my space and then just to kind of feature the beautiful seasons. So what I did was I placed all of my furniture where I wanted it and then kind of placed the Christmas trees accordingly. We're going to start off the decor right by my mantle here on this brown shelf. I'm going to be adding some height with some beautiful painted books that I shared with you guys back in my spring season. And then we're going to make sure to mix in all of the different colors that I'm featuring this year. So the light pink is definitely more of my accent. I have a lot of those beautiful amber tones with my ornaments and all of the trees. So I wanted to make sure that I had some decor to match. So I picked up these beautiful amber glass vases at Hobby Lobby actually during the fall season. And I just placed some beautiful stems at the top there, just kind of keeping with that winter wonderland aesthetic. And then just for a little bit of added greenery and then just to bring in more of that flocked element that all of my trees have, I'm adding two beautiful full picks from HomeSense just at the top here, just to add a little bit more of that organic texture. Next, we're going to go ahead and add in this beautiful vintage frame. I actually picked this up at HomeGoods. It was like, I think $10 or $12. It was really inexpensive. And then I found some Winter Wonderland scenes off of Pinterest and just printed those out at Walmart. And it was a super affordable way to dress up this beautiful shelf. Next, we're going to be adding in some more of those gorgeous painted books in lots of neutral tones. And then we're going to be adding in a few more pieces of decor here. I also wanted to place some decor on the other side of this shelf since you can see it from both sides, and I wanted to make sure that it looked pretty from all angles. And then I'm going to be adding in lots of different critters into my decor. This is definitely a whimsical Winter Wonderland theme, so I love having those cute little animals kind of throughout my decor for Christmas time. And then on the left-hand side, we're going to be creating a gorgeous little vignette with these beautiful vintage ornaments that I picked up at a thrift store a few years ago. I love doing this, you guys. It's such a fun, easy way to collect some really pretty vintage pieces. They don't all have to match, but it just looks really cute when you either put them in a cute little bowl or in a little tray like this. I just think it's such a nice way to dress up your decor. Next, I'm going to be adding in this thrifted basket with all of these vintage ornaments. I've collected these from Hobby Lobby and from thrift stores. I honestly keep my eye open year-round for vintage-inspired ornaments at the thrift store because you never know what you're going to find. A lot of these I've been collecting all through the summer months, and I've been just holding on to them because I thought they would make the most beautiful bowl filler. On the next shelf, we're going to be adding in this beautiful coffee table book. This is one of my favorite authors, and I've shared her lots on my channel here. I collect all of her different home decor books, you guys, and it's just so pretty, and I love having it for all of the inspiration for Christmas time. And then just to mirror the amber glass bottles that we had on the very top of this shelf, I found these ones actually at the thrift store as well, and I thought they were perfect to add into the decor, and then just to kind of repeat the same kind of tones and textures throughout the space to give a really nice cohesive look. You guys will also notice too, I've mentioned this a lot on my channel, but anytime I'm creating these cute little vignettes, I try to do little groupings of 3s or 5s just to make sure that everything looks really nice and joined together and that everything looks super intentional. You guys will kind of see on this shelf, I kind of did a pattern of like one item in the middle and then 2 vignettes on the side on the next shelf, and then again on the following shelf, 1 item in the middle, and then kind of repeating that pattern all the way down through the shelf just to get a really nice balanced cohesive look so that it's not too overwhelming with lots of different kind of decor. And then on the bottom shelf, this was honestly one of my favorite ways I styled the shelf. I just grabbed a simple mirrored tray from the thrift store and then added a beautiful little bowl filled with all of those cute little glass ornaments. And then to repeat the same texture that we had on the very top of the shelf, I'm going ahead and adding in some more of those beautiful flock greenery stems and just kind of layering them all the way around the tray just to give kind of almost like a garland effect, just kind of mirroring the beautiful image of the tray. And I thought it was just such a pretty simple way to dress up the bottom of the shelf here while adding a more cohesive look with the beautiful flocked greenery. So here's how the shelf is looking next to my pencil tree and then my beautiful mantle. Again, if you guys want more Christmas inspiration, make sure you check out my video where I shared with you guys how to create this beautiful garland on the mantle here and then also this small pencil tree. I have step-by-step tutorials for both of these projects here on my channel, so if you guys are interested, make sure you guys check out my playlist. So at the bottom of my tree here, I wanted to add in a few more of these cute little critters. I collect these, you guys. I just think they are so adorable and so fun. My daughter absolutely loves playing with these as well. So I just kind of went ahead and added a few of those to the bottom of the tree. And then on the other side of my mantle, I wanted to go ahead and put some cute little presents over here. I found this beautiful wallpaper this year at HomeGoods. I just absolutely love it. The Nutcracker is one of my favorite plays, so I just wanted to have that kind of featured in my space somewhere. And when I saw this paper, I just thought it would be the most beautiful thing to accent my decor. And then we're going to add in a few more pieces here, some bits and bobs that I have just laying around. I have this cute little pink Santa, which is just so fun and fabulous, and then another little Christmas tree. And then we're going to be adding in this beautiful floral arrangement. I found these beautiful like pearl encrusted ferns last year at HomeGoods, which I absolutely love. They were super inexpensive as well. And I just went ahead and added those to a beautiful vase that I already had on hand, as well as some gorgeous pine cones. Something I love to do every season is change out the photos in my gallery wall just to match whatever season I'm decorating for. So I chose a lot of different pictures off of Pinterest and also Etsy as well, and then printed them out at Walmart and just changed all of the photos out. And I really love how it kind of gave my space a little bit more of that Christmas feel, that really nice winter wonderland aesthetic. And then I also tried to choose some photos that had kind of a vintage look as well. Next to my gallery wall, I have the vintage-inspired Victorian tree that I just shared with you guys on my channel, and I actually do have two of these Christmas trees, you guys, which is kind of a long story, but essentially I accidentally ordered two trees from Walmart, and I missed the cutoff date last year to return it, so I ended up just keeping it. So I had two of these matching trees, so I placed one in my window, and then I placed one kind of off to the side in the other spot of my living room, which you guys will see in a few minutes, but I just love how it came together, so make sure you guys check out that video if you guys haven't seen that one yet. So we're going to start off decorating this shelf on the top here, again adding some more of those painted books just to add in some height. Whenever I'm decorating kind of a larger space like this, I really want to make sure that I have lots of different heights just so that everything doesn't look super monotone all on the same level. So that's why I'm kind of using these almost as like a riser. I'm going to go ahead and add in this beautiful floral arrangement that I made. These are some of my favorite flocked stems that I pick up at HomeSense every year, and then some beautiful romantic roses just to kind of go with that beautiful romantic decor and kind of a shabby chic touch. So next we're going to go ahead and add in a lot of different trees. So if you guys have seen all of my Christmas decorating so far, you guys will know that I've been trying to incorporate a lot of different textures into my decor this year. Lots of those beautiful flocked and icy stems. So I tried to pick a lot of trees that would kind of match that theme. And then we're going to kind of almost create like a little forest on the top of my bookshelf here. So to add in a little bit of height on the left-hand side, I'm going ahead and placing a little vintage box that I got from the thrift store and just adding one of my trees on the very top here. And then I'm just kind of placing all of the trees almost in kind of like a zigzag formation just to make sure that they're not all lined up in the same row. And then for the white tree, I wanted to make sure to add in some ornaments just to break up all of the white, especially because it was the only kind of white thing that I had on this shelf here. So I picked up some beautiful copper and kind of rose gold looking ornaments and placed those all over the tree just to break up the white and then add a little bit more of that kind of vintage aesthetic to the tree. And then to attach all of the ornaments onto the tree, I went ahead and actually used fishing wire because I didn't want anything to distract from the beautiful white tree. And a lot of times ornaments come with those really ugly, tacky hangers, and I didn't want anything to kind of ruin the effect. And it also kind of made them look like they were floating in the tree, which I thought was kind of fun. Next, I'm just adding in that beautiful wooden little nutcracker here. And then I also found this adorable little candle at HomeSense this year, which was a cute little deer, and I thought it was just such a fun little way to incorporate that Winter Wonderland theme into my decor. Next, we're going to go ahead and decorate the inside of the bookshelf here. So since we have a lot going on in the room already, we've got all the trees and then the beautiful decor on the top, I wanted to keep everything inside of the bookshelf very nice and neutral. So I chose a lot of wooden tones, all of my beautiful vintage books that I collect from the thrift store in kind of neutral colors, lots of browns and creams, things like that. And then I also have a lot of those vintage Jane Austen books, which you guys will see throughout the bookshelf here that have the beautiful gold pages. Keeping with my Winter Wonderland theme, I wanted to add in a few more deer, and I just absolutely love these ones because they're nice and neutral. They don't distract from all of the other decor, but they still kind of bring that Christmassy touch. I also found that cute little bottle brush tree at the thrift store this year that I actually used again in my fall season. And then I'm going to be adding in some beautiful amber glass candlesticks that I got at Hobby Lobby. So here's how the shelf is looking so far, you guys. I'm really pleased with how everything is coming together. And after stepping back and kind of looking at the space, I thought it just needed something to kind of finish off the entire look. So what I wanted to do is add in a little bit more greenery just onto the base of the bookshelf here, just to break up a lot of the brown neutral tones that we have going on. And I thought by placing some of this greenery, it would help to bring in a lot of that kind of lush greenery that we already have with all of my Christmas trees. So what I did was I went ahead and grabbed one of my Michael's picks that I already had featured in my tree, and I just bought a couple more at the store, and then I went ahead with my scissors and just trimmed them all up, getting them to be nice small little pieces that I could use just to kind of fill in any gaps that I had with my decor. I tried to space these really nice and evenly throughout the entire bookshelf, and I really love how it just gave a little bit more of that classic woodland aesthetic. I'm going to repeat the exact same process with all of this frosted greenery throughout the entire bookshelf from top to bottom, just placing it in any areas where I feel like it needs a little pop of color. After I was finished adding all of the greenery into the bookshelf, I thought that these little flock trees needed a touch of greenery as well. So what I did was I added all of these little icy stems to the tree just by tucking them nice and deep into the tree. It almost looked like they were already a part of this tree, but I really liked how it added that little icy texture to it, almost the same as my Victorian trees. If you guys saw that video, I mixed a lot of different textures together with the flocked and icy stems, and I thought this was a really nice way to kind of mirror that effect and kind of bring all of the decor together. Now that our bookshelf is complete, I wanted to share with you guys how the window here is looking in our living room. When you first enter the living room, this is the first thing you see. So I really wanted to make sure that this space was a showstopper. I almost wanted my home to feel like we were literally stepping into a beautiful winter wonderland with all of these beautiful Christmas trees. So that's why I wanted to have a beautiful grouping right here in the window. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to go ahead and place a few of my presents just kind of in the middle of these two trees. I wanted to kind of have a cute little space where I could decorate here and then add in a few more of my cute little critters. So I just chose some wrapping paper that kind of matched my theme and then added all of those beautiful presents there, and then a cute little elf as well to match in with my beautiful shabby chic tree. If you guys saw that video, I incorporated a lot of elves into that tree, and I just think it was such a fun, whimsical take on a Christmas tree. Next, I wanted to share with you guys how I created this beautiful DIY garland in our windowsill here. So I had a lot of these extra stems on hand from all of my Christmas tree decorating. So what I did was I started off with the beautiful base, kind of more flocked stems on the bottom, and then I built it up with a few more stems on top, like those champagne gold eucalyptus stems, some beautiful white hydrangeas. I kept the color palette very neutral, just kind of the flocked greenery and a little bit of gold, and I love how it kind of gave that beautiful glow behind all of our Christmas trees. And then on the other side of our window here, this is where I have our beautiful shabby chic Christmas tree with all of the gorgeous little elves. And then I also have some hidden teacups on this tree, which I thought was such a fun little way to display the teacups. Next, we're going to be decorating this little white shelf that we have kind of on the side of our living room here. Again, kind of keeping with that kind of forest theme, that winter wonderland aesthetic, we're going to be adding in a lot of different trees with a variety of textures and lots of different beautiful green tones. I wanted to keep the same kind of Victorian theme kind of throughout the entire space here. So again, you guys will see a lot more amber glass, a lot of those kind of vintage inspired decor pieces, and a lot of items from the thrift store. I absolutely love those kind of special one-of-a-kind pieces that just really make your home so unique and special. Next, I'm going to add in this adorable little picture frame. These are some more photos that I got off of Pinterest, and I wanted to add some more of that kind of cute, kind of woodland aesthetic here. And then I have this adorable clock that I thrifted back in the spring season. It's one of my favorite pieces of decor. I love the actual clock on here. It's a beautiful rose gold, so it just looks super nice and vintage. Next, we're going to go ahead and add in this beautiful amber glass bowl that I picked up at the thrift store, and then some more mercury glass ornaments that I've been collecting. Again, these are all miscellaneous ornaments that I've just been slowly accumulating for the last couple of years. And then I added in a little bit of greenery as well. And then on the bottom, I'm just going to keep it really simple. I'm going to add in 2 beautiful flocked trees, and then we're going to add in 2 more vintage frames just on either side. Lastly, we're going to go ahead and decorate this little table in the center of our living room here. We used to have a lot larger coffee table in this room, but it was just the wrong shape for the space and it was taking up way too much room. So for now, we're just using this small table until we can find something a little bit better. And since this table is very small, I'm just keeping the decor very simple on here. I'm going to be adding in this adorable little deer to keep with the romantic vintage theme, and then also one of my favorite Bath & Body Works candles. So here's how the living room turned out, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I've had so much fun putting together all of these trees and garlands and all of the decorating. I really hope that you guys love this as much as I do. I've had so much fun putting this together for you guys for this Christmas season, and I'm so thrilled with how everything came together. Make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel as well. I have so many more Christmas videos coming your way. Next up, we're going to be decorating my dining room, my entryway, our kitchen. I have a fun tablescape to share with you guys and some hosting ideas, so there's still lots of Christmas inspiration to come. So don't forget to click that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so that you're notified every single time I upload a new video. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for being here and enjoying today's video. I really hope that you guys found it helpful for your Christmas decorating or found some inspiration today. I've had so much fun sharing with you guys this Christmas decor, and I'm not done. There's so much more to come. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in my next one very, very soon.